Good evening and welcome to yet another fine bracket by the BJF lads. I am Senpuu, also known as Senpuu Retsuzan, also known as Adam, also known as El Canto Libre. I'm joined here today with the Weirdling. Hey buddy, how's it going?
Oh, you caught me off guard with that. You know what's really weird? Seeing the regular BJF design.
Oh, the slightly smaller bracket.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like all the regular like red and blue stuff because I got so like my brain was completely.
Oh, the backer install stuff.
I got so used to those colors that seeing the regular colors is a bit weird.
Bro, you're seeing in positive again.
Yes.
And not negative colours.
Yeah, I don't have photo negative and red everywhere. Nice.
Nah, good job on that stuff. It looked freaking sweet. It looked really good.
Way better than last year, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the life of a graphic designer. Sometimes you need to do something really badly to know that okay, there's room for improvement. Yeah. And there we go.
It's all part of the grand master plan. And speaking of grand master plans, we'll be going into this bracket with Cykamancer as our champion. We may have mentioned it in a previous week, but Cykamancer will be allowed to play the new character Asuka, so we got that to look forward to.
So this is a really interesting timing as well because Asuka dropped on the 25th.
Yes.
And this gauntlet, this bracket, this rollback. Let's go with rollback. That's safe. Okay.
It has many names, but only 2 of them are correct.
Yes. So this rollback is going to be the last rollback that we're going to have for a month.
Yes.
Because we as a collective decided.
Spoiler: Street Fighter drops tomorrow.
So yeah, as we're recording this commentary, Street Fighter drops at midnight. So we're basically like a couple of hours away from it.
Yep.
And we have decided that Raidho and Edinburgh has its sessions on Mondays, and we also have our sessions on Mondays. So the only way for us to participate in the league that they're having is for us to skip rollback. So for an entire month, we're not going to have any Guilty Gear content, but we're going to grind Street Fighter 6 like absolute maniacs.
So I guess we'll have that to look forward to. I mean Street Fighter 6 in general, but the whole like Scottish FCC will probably just kind of blow up with Street Fighter 6 for a while. So we're going to be out there competing more as you said, more notably in Edinburgh. But I mean, there's probably going to be online brackets. There's probably going to be some tournaments that we'll try and get to.
Oh yeah,
well.
like not having the pressure of making a video every week. It kind of opens up some free time for us to do other stuff.
Gives us time to do all that as well. But yeah, so more importantly, moving on to kind of look at the bracket. Another choice by Raidho for the bracket. So we're going to have yourself and Case Chaos in round 1, and myself and Raidho also in round 1, whereas Reinart will be taking his second place role against Cykamancer. So I think Cykamancer's had like
the reason
4 days of practice with Asuka.
I think at this point it's about 4 days, but let's not forget that the reason that the
someone's missing.
Yeah, the bracket is different because Maka could not make it this time.
Yeah, see, I was supposed to lead with that.
Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. I was supposed to lead with that, but I forgot. So thanks for doubling back on me, buddy.
Right. So it's only 6 people in the bracket this time, which makes it slightly shorter because there's at least 1 game missing.
It's just like before Raidho joined.
Yeah, and so the where was I going? So So Cykamancer.
Yes, first and second place we'll tee off against each other. Cykamancer. 4 days of practice with Asuka.
So he who managed to get like a 2-week streak with Faust decided to go like, you know what, I'm going to switch characters just before we go on hiatus for a month.
The pull of the cubes was just too strong. Sure, we're going on hiatus, but I mean, I don't think we're going to stop playing Guilty Gear completely. I mean, I'm certainly not going to stop playing Guilty Gear completely.
Oh no, like my plan for, since we don't we're not doing any like brackets or anything, like what I want to do is just completely focus on Street Fighter 6 for just a month.
Yeah.
And then when we get back to doing the bracket again, that's when I'm going to divide my attention between the 2 games.
That's fair. I mean, I'm probably going to play a little Guilty Gear here and there, but in terms of like actually focusing on it, like Guilty Gear is up to the point now where we can go online, we can play some games, have our fun, challenge Celestial a couple of times, maybe get in, maybe not, and then like drop it, or at least like have a pretty good time just kind of picking it up for like 2 to 3 hours and doing that, and then putting it down again, and I can still play whatever. But that doesn't mean like I can still play like Street Fighter 6 or whatever. I don't know. Fighting game energy be like that. Like when you run down on Guilty Gear energy, you still play Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, that's so what because I've been juggling a couple of games that, like for the past couple of months.
Yeah.
And the one game that I don't really play all that often is Tekken 7. But every single time I go back, I know exactly what buttons I need to press. So my muscle memory is still there.
Yeah.
It's just the matchup knowledge that I'm lacking.
Yes.
So that's kind of the point I was gonna make here. So I don't need to play Guilty Gear in order to remember everything I need to do.
No.
That's why I need to grind Street Fighter 6 because I know absolutely fuck all about that game.
Yeah, at least get to the point with your character where you can work on matchup knowledge. All the muscle memory's in there, and you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, I still need to do work with Ken, although I've had 2 betas, 3 betas.
Yeah, I mean,
know?
you had like your experience against like another 7 characters, so you know that's something that you have like a head start on us.
Yeah.
People that will pick characters that only drop with the actual game.
It's very fortunate for me that my boy Ken Chadsters was in the in the beta, so I got to like try him out and work on some stuff. And you know, content creators around the world be putting out Ken stuff, and I'm certainly looking at that. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, you have the head start, but you don't have the the actual like live practice.
For sure.
So.
Enough about Street Fighter 6. We've got a whole like 4 hours until that one drops. But
yeah, so we should probably go and start the games, which is so round 1 would be so Raidho picked the bracket as always.
Yep.
The first round would be Case of Chaos against myself,
which was absolutely fantastic for the lovable young chap that decided to make the rollback this week, because the last time we did this, it was the same 2 of you up in round 1.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so I only had a very limited amount of assets to make. But with that bombshell, let's rock straight into the first match: Case of Chaos versus Weirdling.
Oh yeah, let's rock.
Alright, and speaking of lovable young scamps, Case of Chaos is going to be teeing off against Weirdling round 1. Case of Chaos off of the back of a couple of good tournament performances. I mean, he's been playing really, really well recently.
I mean, yeah, like at this point, I was more concerned about fighting him than fighting you.
Yeah, I mean, so have you. You've been putting me out of brackets left, right, and centre, which is doing my nut.
But that's something that has, it has changed, because, like, you were usually the Leo that I struggled to deal with a bit more.
Okay.
And Case of Chaos has always been the Leo that I found easier to deal with, and that recently that changed. I have a much easier time against you, because it's like your game plan is more.
If you say linear, I'm gonna fight.
No, linear is not linear is not the right word. What your game plan is more calculated.
Okay.
Whereas Case of Chaos's gameplay is like, fuck it, let's try it if it works.
Yeah, chaotic. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. I was going to say, because I've put a lot of work into my game plan to make sure it's not linear.
No, like linear is not the problem.
Calculating was the problem.
Yeah, because it's like, I kind of consider what your options are, and you're gonna pick from like 3 different stuff that you can do, and if I guess right, I can stop it. But with Case of Chaos, it's like sometimes he does the most unoptimal fucking like move, and I'm just like, okay, I couldn't have predicted that.
Yeah, exactly. Very true, but Case of Chaos taking round 1 pretty decisively, firing back with a massive corner combo and corner pressure as well.
My game plan changed that I need to apply the tether every single time it's not on.
Yeah.
It is something that I need to work on, because
Leo's one of those characters, much like every character in the game. They want to get in on you on their own terms, and if they're not allowed to do that, it's going to severely hinder their game plan. You putting the tether on them pretty much means that they have to come in on your terms and not their own terms.
Exactly. But if you make the right guess, then obviously I blow up and you go for the tether combo.
Correct.
The only advantage I have is
that was pretty good.
Yeah.
falling back down.
The only advantage I have in that situation, Ro does, like, I didn't believe that would connect, that's why I didn't press up.
my boy Case of Chaos crouched at the last second. He tried to come in with a crouch and jab, being like a frame faster. Yeah, like, who counters Yosanson with a close slash? Who does that?
So you can see why I'm a bit more concerned about his game plan than yours. Because I know that you're going to use the optimal stuff, but I cannot rely on that, you know, for Case of Chaos.
Note to self, do unoptimal stuff.
I mean, I guess if I can, yes.
Note to myself, play bad.
Being unoptimal can really work. Like this is what, like, Case of Chaos started off as the biggest like brain player, because he was like solid, like, okay, this is what I need to do, this is exactly the sequence I need to do.
Yeah.
And then once he nailed the game plan for Leo, he just became the biggest hard player and just completely like changed his entire attitude towards fighting. And that's when you, like, even though you play the same character, it's just so different.
Yeah.
So,
Meter on the boards, Case of Chaos spinning, but those invul frames, they don't last forever.
Unlike the explosion, which
stays there for quite a long time, yeah. Very, very long time.
I tried to keep my distance, but he's just running in my face. The problem is the tether is super slow, so I cannot risk putting it in your face, like, point blank.
A little slow run through there. Case of Chaos not opting to parry, but just chucking out that BTS.
Look for me, I would look for him.
Nice, gets a run through. If that was a heavy, no capitalization there, that could have been huge. There it is. No heavy DPs, not to get that OP, he's going to come running in anyway. Burst on that for Case of Chaos. There it is!
And
we were ready. We were ready. Case of Chaos was not ready. However, coming in with an air grab, okay, corner combo, what we're doing is swinging the blades. Just going ham.
I've got the burst, but am I going to use it? Ooh, that was a decent backdash. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was a mistake.
Nice, blocks the burst as well.
Yep. That's my main problem. If I raw apply the tether, I need to like completely like, I need to shit myself because no, it's like every single time I throw it on. If you're at least neutral, I know that I can get DP, so I cannot really press buttons.
Yeah, that's true.
So
are you not plus after tether?
I am like 5 frames plus. So if I throw it from far away, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, so if you throw it from closer, you got jab. That's going to be DP. So if you throw it from even closer, your grab is going to be DP as well.
Yeah. So it's like if I throw the tether in like in the range where I can actually reach you, then I can get like a 5k.
Oof. Tried to parry a grab just falling short there.
I think it just I think
you have the life lead so far. In case you guys coming in with that cash, it's going to spend it. Tether's going to throw him off. Got 200 meter.
That's the one thing, that if the opponent doesn't know a tether combo, that means that I still have the advantage even if they start comboing me, because I might side switch or just like go too close, and it's just like so many nuances. Oh, that worked because Case of Chaos was dashing over me, so I can actually like. Oh, it doesn't reach. Disappointing.
Yeah, so you mean just always reapply that tether.
Yeah.
Never expect a run grab.
Yeah, what I'm trying to do is that I know that the DP is coming when I'm applying the tether. So when I smell it, I just want to run in and grab because I can do it before it comes out.
Yeah.
And that seems to be working out. I was working against you as well.
Yeah.
When we were playing in the tournament.
I am terrible at reaction to grab. You could run from full screen and grab me. If I don't hit you on the way in, I'm getting grabbed.
Yeah, probably. Although like you have like massive range on the heavy slash.
That is very true. Slash on heavy slash, pretty massive range.
I mean, if I tether you, I cannot go far enough away to get out of your heavy slash, I think.
Really?
Unless I'm pulling the tether, but then it will pull me closer. So.
Yeah.
That is quite scary.
Oh, the big legs. That Armor King special, the drop kick from like, the low drop kick from like a million miles away.
It's just like tether DP, tether
The belligerence of the DPs is for real.
Yeah, that I was confident there because I was like, okay, he DP'd like 3 times and it didn't work. I'm sure he's not going to do it for that for it again.
Well, a round up and a game on the board as well.
I'm doing my best.
However, in case of chaos, just deleting like 2/3 of your health there.
Sometimes we jump back and Tatami works.
There he's trying again, expecting you to be pressing the button after. That was unfortunate.
Oh, the tether breaks?
Okay.
Well, yeah, okay.
That's fine, you still got it.
I had the presence of mind.
That was a safe jump, what are you doing backdashing?
I was expecting a DP.
Why are you backdashing?
Because if I backdash there, I get out of the range of the DP and he still gets hit by the Tatami.
Block, bro.
I know, block would have worked, but yeah.
It's a safe jump, so it's like, kind of all you have to do is block.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, I get what you're saying, backdash gets you out of the range of it and stuff, but it's ultimately unsafe, you know?
Yeah, it works a lot of the time, so it's in my muscle memory.
I know, but it's gonna work against you when it's a different DP that's not Leo's. It's like someone else's DP might catch that, you know what I mean? I know Leo's is like kind of the biggest one in the game. In case kids did not expect it to hit, where we're going, we're doing crossing.
Oh yeah, I remember this. I was like, I have like 5 buttons to press when I'm crouching, and I pressed one of the 2 that are not lows. And I was like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, because your 2S is also not a low, isn't it?
Yeah, 2S and
2P.
2S and 2P are just not lows.
Yep.
So yeah, that's Case of Chaos beating me to a pulp.
By a hair's breadth as well. Like, you got a game on the board. Game 2, you were a round up, and like, sure, Case of Chaos was kind of all over you for the second round of that game, but it was pretty even for the last one as well. So I mean, could have gone either way. Should have chose parry, bro, or a low button.
Is it me getting suggested to parry again?
Yo, no! I'm mansplaining.
Fuck's sake! If someone tells me that I should have parried, that is like
ultimate disrespect.
It's like, you know, like it's someone telling me how to draw and stuff. Like, you know, someone who doesn't know how to draw telling me how to draw.
No, I know how to parry, bro.
Yeah, like yeah, but you only have like a limited sort of like parry, so yeah. But I understand. Like, it's funny. It was just like, you know, I go with one gimmick, and it's like it's almost like telling a grappler like, oh shit, you should have grabbed that.
I'm just kind of like, what are your options in this scenario? Okay, you've got pressing a low button, or, oh yeah, you've got a parry. Better use the parry, I guess.
I mean, yeah.
To be fair, I do imagine Leo's guard impact, the move after that, to be hard to predict because he can hold it for as long as he wants.
The only reason he let that go is because I punched it.
And he can also let it go and not press a button as well. He can just like let it go and block or whatever.
You just cancel it.
Yeah. You if you let, so like in that state, Leo's holding a button. If you let the button go, Leo will just drop the stance, and that's it. You go back to nooch.
Oh, right.
Yeah, or you can, if you press, like, if you're holding slash to do it, you press heavy slash. Or if you're holding heavy slash to do it, you press slash.
Okay.
That's how it works.
I see. Well.
Knowledge checked.
Well, in that case, since my knowledge has been checked and it turned out to be insufficient.
You've been mansplained on how to parry. You can thank me later for that.
That's fine. I appreciate any input on when I should have parried when I'm not doing it. It's like, you know, like I need to maximize the amount of times I parry because that's my gimmick. So
all you should do is parry. You should do nothing.
Yeah, it's just
parry.
like when round start happens, I should just be like constantly spamming core circle forward punch and just like.
Have you not seen the Ken gameplay? Just DP constantly.
It sounds a lot like the Leo gameplay.
Yeah. Well, there is also that. You do need to run through occasionally to get in. Yeah. Yes. With that match said and done. Case of Chaos will be walking into the future to quite possibly go up against either myself or Raidho, which will be our next match. Stay tuned for Unga the Bunga and I don't know, whatever Raidho does. Throw swords, I guess. Mortal battle. Lasers.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Hell yeah.
as if we have not seen this match enough times.
We've had breaks. We've had many breaks.
It's not like the audience hasn't seen it, but we as a collective, as the BGF, have seen this so many times because it was basically the start of every event.
That's very true. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, in order to gain access to the BGF, you need to beat all of us at least once. Like, we normally play, like, before the gauntlet, a best of 5, and if you take a game, you get crossed off the so-called hit list, and once you beat every one of us once, you can get in. Raidho was stuck on me for the longest time. It was at least 8 weeks.
Yeah, it was
at least a couple months.
It was way more. Yeah, it's like 3-4 months.
Yeah, okay. For at least 16 weeks in that case. So 16 weeks of you guys watching me and Raidho go back to back. But to be fair, you will have learned a lot about the Leo matchup, and probably learned a lot about myself as well. There's the practice coming into play. 2k, 6k, DP into the shield. Perfect. Love it. Love to see it. What? Oh, he didn't send it. He's going to be without his swords, and I'm going to just run that back turn. He can have his swords back, but at what cost?
Well, you can also see, like, obviously the audience don't know, but it's just like, as the quality of gameplay that Raidho has, like the quality in his gameplay that has improved so much. I'm doing a Johnny here.
Yeah, you sure are doing a Johnny. No, like, all these would have seen it though, because like every week you're getting at least 1 to 2 matches from Raidho each week. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna get to see him slowly. Like we're seeing him slowly get better every week. This week, once again, he's subverting their expectations. Sorry, I just wanted to see how that burst went. I mean, already from what we've seen, like one sword into the other, that's already more like combo intuition than we've seen from him, you know.
Especially when you can cancel into cover.
Still not ready for the DP, don't worry, we'll get there. It came up reversal. I think it was meant to be a mortal battle, but it looks like he tried to throw a sword.
I think it's because you crossed up.
Oh.
It's probably because you crossed up. And that's when I get funky shit, sometimes when you cross me up and I try to parry and I end up using the gun. that's because of that. And then I shoot you in the back. That's the pressure. Okay. Not giving him any breathing room.
I love how it was like, you're like, yeah, calculated and optimal and stuff, and it just did a very, very unoptimal combo. counter hit 6k gets you can get more off of that, but presence of mind, I took the pressure off of it instead, which is not a bad option, to be fair. Not terrible.
Well, it's still more calculated in case of chaos.
No close slash, yeah, it's not target. There's no close slash for me. Nice run into the sword, no capitalization from Raidho, but all the corner pressure. Tried to jab, mistake. Doing it, sending it.
Getting the swords back.
It's got the life lead.
Nice
grab. Never falls for the dust, by the way. Like legit, never falls for it. All of that was meant to be dashing to these, but all of that was like up forwards to the up forward D. Nice D, thanks, bro. It whiffed twice.
Oh, nice bro. Blocking the cross up like a child.
Mans was ready. Red FC, can the pressure going? Not ready. I mean, I was ready for his frame after. I was gonna say, yeah, I don't think Cykamancer was ready. And the heavy counter hit combo, we gonna get the big damage. Oh yeah! Tried to RC it as well, just to like put my giant penis on the table, but I didn't get it. So
can you actually red RC that?
No. Well, if you can red RC it, I don't know if you can get anything off of it. But if you purple RC it, you can like. I tried to dash forward with a 5H and bounce him off the wall.
Oh, okay.
But I think it was more a spacing thing. Yeah, sure, I got 6H, but I think it was more of a spacing thing. I don't think I was close enough to the corner to actually hit him with 6H.
Right.
But yeah, I tried to do some funky sauce shit.
just styling.
Yeah. Well, no, because it would have killed as well. So it was style, but it was also like I can kill with this, so why not?
Right.
It turns out my spacing was bad, and also the Darcy there before the projectile comes out. I'm getting my due recompense. I'm getting my punishment right now. Oh, Raidho ready!
Oh, you were also ready for that.
Always Senpuu. Nice. He throws that like that leap, Ram's leap out. So little these days. No meter. Oh, I do have the meter. I was looking at Raidho's meter.
Oh, it's not a kill.
No kill.
It's a fuse.
You watch, it's a projectile. It's not a projectile!
Oh no, it actually works.
No shit, if you're playing against me and you've got like no health and we do wall break, you're guaranteed I'm hitting you with a projectile round start.
Except in this situation where you
clearly I fucked it and got a DP instead. Because it was a medium DP as well!
Oh right.
So it was, it was very clearly meant to be a slash projectile and I just fucked it.
So it was an up forward rather than a forward.
Correct.
Right.
Much like those D's earlier.
You got the perfect.
Yeah, that blue RC forward I caught him just out of start. So like I did the blue RC forward and I waited to see before I pressed the button to see like what the game state was at, and he was moving but I couldn't tell what he was doing, so I just pressed close slash slash in the air. Yeah, good games from Raidho. Put me into a lot of unexpected situations and overall like more consistently getting his ramp pressure going. Like there was at least 2 or 3 situations where I was in the corner and Raidho was just all up in my business pressing buttons on top of me, which is what a good RAM player should be doing.
So that leaves you in the next round against Case of Chaos, which means that we're going to have another Silverback challenge.
Yay!
But this is not settled yet for the spoon match because so far either
Reinart or Cykamancer could still be in the spoon match.
Yeah, so either one of us, like Raidho and myself, could be in the spoon match, but we don't know yet because the next match decides who gets there.
Correct.
Right, so in order to decide who gets into the spoon match and into the final, what we need is
our first and second need to play off with each other.
Yes.
So yourself and yourself and Raidho have potential of being in the spoon match at the moment. However, if either Cykamancer or Reinart suffers a particularly crushing defeat at the hands of the other one, they do also have the potential to be in the spoon match.
Yes.
And I do believe they'll be coming up next.
Oh, they are.
Excellent. Cykamancer and Reinart are 2 best performing players from last week going head to head, coming right at you.
Oh yeah.
Alright, moving into the 3rd game of the night. Our first place current champion Cykamancer is going to be taking on the I want to call him the beast from the east, but that's wrong. He was at one point our beast, Reinart.
Yeah, he was the only one who had a 10-week streak because we stopped Maki from getting there.
At 9, I mean Cykamancer stopped him, but yeah, we stopped him. Thanks, Cykamancer. Took one for the team there, buddy.
So, in this situation, I didn't really know what to think because obviously Cykamancer is playing a brand new character.
Yeah, 5 days of practice.
But it's
fresh.
also a character that is like really heavy on zoning, so it could work against the Potemkin.
Not but like 24 hours before this, we heard Reinart lamenting the Asuka matchup. But I mean, he laments every matchup. Am I right?
I mean, yeah. The good thing about Reinart is that he's constantly dooming, but he fucks us all.
Somehow. It might as well be his gimmick.
It's like, oh no, this matchup sucks, and then he proceeds to win. It's like, okay, cool.
Okay.
You needed to work hard, but I guess you still won.
I mean, that's Potemkin in general. He kind of, like, if he wants to do anything, he needs to work hard.
Yeah. But
apart from Buster. apart from a command grab.
I mean, you need to get in range.
I was about to say, you still kind of do need to work hard to like get in range and also condition your opponent to block it. But once again, like previously, talking shit in the matchup, wins game 1. Karabakh Mega Fist to round star. He's coming in with the Garuda pressure. Took it to D, straight into Kara Knuckle. He wasted like 0 time.
I really like the one thing that I do enjoy about Asuka is that his thing is that mana is way more important than health.
Yes, it is.
It's like when he has mana and he has the shield on his health.
Bad burst is bad.
Then he takes less damage than any.
His shield's gone.
Oh yeah, that's something.
That is death, yeah. He becomes a pile of like marshmallows as soon as our shield goes out.
Which is quite nice because it's like the highest risk, highest reward ever.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Like he's got a lot of really, really good tools, and I've played Cykamancer a lot in the last few like days or at this point week. Just like getting his ass up to scratch and stuff, and some games he just absolutely destroys me with like really well spaced normals, cubes, and dodecahedrons.
I mean, I think it kind of depends on the kind of cards he draws.
Yeah, it can do, but it's one of those things where like I think the majority of it is really, really good, and it kind of depends on how you use that deck more so than what you draw. Okay, coming in the super, it looks like it's blocked, certainly is.
And then he changes his deck. Okay. I don't know which deck this is. Like, there's so much complexity to this character, and this is why I said,
nice.
oh, that's a busted.
Yeah, it's not.
Look at the damage on that.
Such small baby damage.
The mana is just the best thing in the game.
Like, I mean, we're not meant to know what Asuka Cykamancer is going to do, going to draw, going to play, because I don't think even he knows.
But yeah, it's like it's one like when I saw the complexity of this character, I was filled with hope, because if this is the complexity we get on the last DLC character for this season, it kind of gives me the idea that once we get the balance pack in the summer, that is potentially going to upgrade all the other characters on the roster
to be just a little bit more.
Yeah, a bit more complex with like an extra special move or like some gimmick that makes them a bit more like specialized in the way.
Give Leo's air special back again.
I would love to have a diagonal Cavalry, but it's not gonna happen because they decided that Bike is not bringing in tires anymore.
Yep. I'm fairly sure they're not going to give Leo that ridiculous air specials. It's just... Don't know what I'm talking about? Go check out Excellent Leo. You'll see it in the video.
Find the air special.
Find the air special speedrun edition. Just watch Leo. Okay, PRC's down, tries to go straight into Buster, but I mean, interesting tech there. Not sure if Cykamancer was actually ready or just spaced himself correctly, but
I thought it was gonna hit.
Regardless, yeah, me too. Regardless, taking the round. I don't know how he managed to go over the dodecahedron there, because like I always get hit by that. I always get hit by that giant sphere of fire guy. Just keep doing it. Just keep chipping him out.
And it's really weird because like when he doesn't have the mana, like that chip damage is ridiculously high. It's almost like what he just got from that slash, that far slash, on his like full on like mana health. That was the chip damage for Garuda without the mana. It's ridiculous.
But it didn't matter.
Because Reinart is taking game.
Taking game 2, quite possibly a third, but it's going to be match point for him going forwards. There is the dodecahedron of death into the cubes.
Right. What I find really like I would find it super difficult to like, because you know like you kind of have the muscle memory down for each ability to be on a certain button.
Yeah.
But here you just like draw the spells and it could go in any slot.
Yeah.
So you need to know exactly what slot. Yeah, it's just like Asuka is like a proper hard.
Too big brains for me. You need too many brains, so I've only got one. So I can't play Asuka.
Yeah, it's like I always respected the people that can play like super complex like wizard characters like this, because it's like there's so much.
It's just I can look at it and go, that's great. It's not for me, but that's like really cool.
Yeah.
Especially like Asuka, I feel like he's one of the more original kind of characters working like that. Or maybe it's because Guilty Gear is a game that I'm into, thus it's like more understandable when I see a character like that. Like I can look at him and go like, oh yeah, this is super. His 2D seems ridiculous.
I mean, he needs the good normals because otherwise, you can have the opportunity to just shuffle decks.
And even that, like I don't think his normals are like ridiculously good. I think they're good enough. Yeah. But I think that you need to like space yourself correctly to make real use out of his normals.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like he definitely does have a bunch of good normals. I just don't think they're like stupid good.
Yeah. I think the most similar character I could think of would be 9 from playthrough.
Yeah.
But even 9 is like you actually need to like you're pressing the buttons and you're getting the right elements and you know exactly what spell you're going to get. So it's not like random.
I've heard of a few comparisons between this character and Dizzy, but those comparisons could just stop at is a zoner, and also isn't Guilty Gear.
I mean, yeah, like Dizzy has like 2 different elements and stuff, and you can like throw a lot of like different like projectiles and stuff.
Yeah, but as far as I'm aware, it's with Dizzy, it's all about you have access to all of your moves. It's just kind of combining them in the right way.
Yeah. Whereas with Asuka, it's literally just like random. Yeah,
you got to draw the cards, and then as I said earlier, it's all about how you use them. Cykamancer taking the game, showing Reinart that he's not out. He might be down, but he's certainly not out.
If he manages to win with a new character, that is like,
I mean, he's certainly playing quite well. I think he's kind of learning the matchup in that regard. He's like he seems a bit more block heavy.
I mean, the main advantage he has on us is that we just don't know the matchup. But the problem is that he doesn't know his character enough to make up for it, or maybe he does.
To be fair, I did play with him quite a lot, so I've got a pretty good idea of how the Leo matchup is with Asuka.
Okay, so it's just Reinhardt specifically, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's just not played.
Yeah, I also played him the night before this. So I had a rough idea.
Yeah, like how you're supposed to, the same way you would with Faust, navigate your way through all of the bullshit and get to Asuka, and then with that is breaking down the shield, maintaining the pressure and keeping the shield off, and then killing him.
Oh no, that actually hits.
Speaking of that is certainly, didn't even need to do a dust combo, he just needed to hit once and finish it. 3-1.
I reckon if he didn't have the shield, Potemkin could kill him in just one dust combo. Like, no problem. That would just work.
I don't know.
I'm fairly certain it would.
It's another one of those things like, yeah, sure, maybe it can happen, but no Asuka is ever going to start the game with no shield. You know what I mean?
But like,
if you lose the shield, you've already lost health, so it's like, you're never going to be in that situation.
No, not necessarily, because you can blow your mana and not actually get hit. You can just shoot spells that just overextend and just get rid of your shield because you ran out of mana.
Oh,
that can happen. Obviously, you lose mana if you get hit, but you also lose mana when you're using spells.
I see. Once again, I would like to declare I have no fucking clue how Asuka works. I only know like what I've seen in my, as I said, like matchup experience and stuff, and I've only ever seen the shield drop when he's getting hit. I've never seen the shield drop outside of that, but I guess like I'm playing someone that's decent at this game, and is not going to just spunk all their mana up the wall.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and like lose their shield.
As long as you have even a single like point of mana, you still have the shield. But as long as it runs out, you're fucked because it doesn't come back until it refills completely.
Yeah. Okay, so let me rephrase that. It's highly unlikely that you're ever going to be in that situation, but you're probably right. It probably does kill him in one dust.
This is why I said when I saw that this is what happens when you lose mana. That now we're just going to get all these like Twitter porns of like TODs of like people killing Asuka with no mana with like a simple combo. It's just like okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
You could do this on chip as well. Like maximum risk chip.
Yeah, maximum risk chip that does the clone just before it as well. It's like double down. I killed chip in one super. Yay! Speaking of no brain unga bunga, sorry, were you going to say something before I rudely interrupted?
I just said that, like clips like that, okay, great, you did a TOD, so what? Like, that's not gonna happen.
Good job, bro. Speaking of brain dead, no brain players, it's Senpuu versus Case of Chaos.
Okay, let's get into it.
Oh yeah.
Nothing like another Silverback challenge.
We love to see it. It's already been 2-3 months since our last one. It's probably been longer than that.
Having SummerSlash should be the next one that you actually face up.
It certainly will be.
So
No spoilers.
no spoilers. Well, we don't know the results. We cannot spoil.
We're not doing it. We're not doing a Silverback challenge for SummerSlash. Cut it. It's unlicensed content.
So yeah, the Case of Chaos has been doing really well in tournaments.
Yeah,
placing. I think he's been placing higher than both of us.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so. In like the recent tournaments that we've taken.
Within recent memory, for sure. Yeah.
So that is good because he's been the underdog in the first year. So
yeah,
he's doing a proper like rise from the gutter. I don't know what the
okay. Yeah, the gutter. I mean, that works. For sure.
Okay, let's see how the case of chaos works against the calculated game plan on this one.
Thanks. I was gonna say I ain't got no C's in my name for you to alliteration it, yeah.
Okay. World Nice Pinball. Oh, okay, run up and FD. That is like proper shit.
The slow buttons.
Yeah, if you delayed it only slightly, this would have blocked it.
Yeah, should have beat that too. But we can only see these things in hindsight. Get DP'd me. Round 1 go to Case of Chaos.
I kind of want to go back and watch the first Silverback challenge where it was just basically DP on DP.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good fight too.
Getting hit by the invol frames, the upper body invol from that.
Yeah, it's low range, but it's like, yeah, if the opponent jumping in on you, that's the combo stuff.
The burst, we checking with P.
Oh, just out of range for the 2K. I mean, I wasn't sure what you were gonna do there.
Wheels on.
It's just like, yeah, press one of the buttons there. Hopefully it works. A hard moment.
Whoa! Holy geez. K-Scale spacing himself just out of range of DP there. Crouching at the last minute.
He's doing really good with the back dashes.
Yeah.
Which is...
Yeah, whenever I do that, I just get hit.
Oh, there we go. That's...
Missed one hit on that, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah, that was... Oh, it is close enough. I thought I was going to miss that. Nice. I can always appreciate the nice play.
Had the time just to recover from the back turn K. Didn't have the time to react to the DP, but I reacted to the back turn slash. Get him with the unreactable. Something that occurred to me when playing this game, I think it was in regards to like Scum Dipper and Yozansen, is like a lot of people have one unreactable move.
Yeah.
Maybe not everybody in the cast, but the vast majority. And for Leo, it's his 214S. It's his forward slash, the quick slash. So it's pretty much unreactable. I think if it's not 12 frames, it like is 12 frames. Damn, get him with the grabs.
Oh, the breaks earlier than expected.
Good reset pressure.
Oh.
Had time to whiff the punch and still recover. Didn't have time to whiff a DP because the grabs were coming in.
Just going in with the 5 feet, like, oh no, this should kill. I like how you're both checking with 2K because it's so long.
Such a good button. Yeah, the recovery of it is quite fast as well.
Yeah, and it also cancels with 2D.
Yeah, so you think there's like a grab or something coming. Guess with the back turn grab, the power bomb if you will.
Yeah, which is surprisingly effective against you specifically.
I am terrible reacting to grabs. we know this.
Yeah. But there we go. Straight into the
No conversion, but
oh, you wanted
applying the pressure.
I wanted to stop you with a heavy projectile, but your quick projectile the slash projectile is way too quick for that.
Oh, he flashed it. Blocks the DP as well, nice patience.
Nice.
I don't know why I didn't think it was a grab there. I don't know why I tried to DP that. It's always grab.
It's panic. Oh yes.
Playing the nooch.
He's a zone.
I sure am, friends.
Oh. Oh boy, this is so tight. There we go.
DP just missed it. One time just a little bit later.
I remember when this was happening, I was like clenching my ass, like holy shit. Like it's probably one of the hypest matchups because you guys have played each other so much.
Yeah.
That it's like this kind of matchup can only happen with people that know each other. Because it's like there are like fucking 5D like mind games going on because you know each other's playstyles so well that it's basically like predicting what the opponent's gonna do.
Yeah.
And then predicting their predictions, and it's just nice.
Don't know why I backdashed. Don't know how I didn't get to punish that, but regardless, getting the win through. I'm getting mildly stressed just watching it back, man.
Okay, she's doing that. Just slowly inching in. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, catches your cancel.
Yeah, it was just like I think I tried to like dash into K or something. Should have DP'd. Thought there was a grab. There it is. There's the trusted DP.
For some reason, leave some on the other side of it. Yeah, some of the I remember saying that some of the positions in this matchup I just didn't get. Like sometimes moves would go out and they would just leave the opponent be like flying the opposite way. And it's just like how did that happen? Ah yes, the good old Leo zone.
Oh, no, 2 for res.
Oh, that actually was quite nice.
Get the quick stick. I did the heavy just to like try and bounce him off the wall, but yeah, as you saw, it stuck. Oh, DP goes through the projectile. Gets punished regardless.
Oh no.
Again, in case of Gale's blocking the burst.
Oh, was it gonna be a DP from you as well?
No, that was me just pressing 2K thinking, oh yeah, that's punishable.
Oh, right.
But it is punishable. It's not that punishable.
Oh, there were like 3 mistakes you made in that corner pressure.
Yeah, it hurts.
Okay, the KO's just having a roll. Only that round. Good. Oh, there we go. Oh, the burst. Unfortunate.
Yeah, see that's what happens if you don't DP at the end of the 2D.
Oh no.
Yep, no meter, so we finishing it like this.
Oh, that guard point strike is just so good when it comes to wolfing. I mean, wolf flat. Wall bounces.
Yeah, wall bounces, yeah. Reacted correctly.
For once.
It's how you're meant to react when Leo spaces the 2D incorrectly. You actually grab it because you can't DP it.
Oh,
nice. It worked earlier for me. I'm trying it again.
Nice. It works out. Let's do the game as well.
We go in places. Senpuu's not out.
This match just makes me think that the next Silverback challenge is going to be epic.
Don't get your hopes up because these matchups are kind of a coin toss. They either look like this or something gets rolled.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, like it could go either way. So you might just roll each other 5 times, which is great. It's a fun watch.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Catches the one. Oh, nice parry. Oh, I did it too early. Well, he parries again.
Should have DP the third time. Should have DP the not third time, second time.
Here's a chaos, no OP. He never does OP.
I know, it's so strange.
I just used my super to break the wall. Guess what? It's your turn.
I don't know. I know. I mean, it's not neutral, but yeah. Yeah, that baffled me as well.
Like I said, in this matchup, some directions make no sense. Oh, FD is there. And it worked again. And it caught the DP as well, so that was exceptionally well timed as well.
Oh, no DPs. Gonna lead to a Case of Chaos round victory. No, Case of Chaos overall victory!
Oh boy.
I didn't want to say it just in case. But yeah, Case of Chaos coming up there with command grabs. Which
I mean, that's clearly the one thing that gets you almost all the time.
I'm telling you, can he react to grabs, man? Can he react to grabs?
But yeah, what we missed in the previous one is that Cykamancer and Raidho is doing the spoon match.
They most certainly are, yes.
I think Cykamancer was like 1 round win shy of getting even with me.
Oh, damn.
So that was like, whew.
He almost had to play off with you first before then playing the spoon match, but no, you heard it here first. By 1 round, Cykamancer will be taking on Raidho to find out who exactly the worst of us is for this week.
And that means that since Cykamancer has only been playing this character for a couple of days, Raidho actually has a chance of not getting the spoon, which is quite exciting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, both of them still like learning the matchup, so it's like, so it's a more even game overall.
Yeah. So,
which means our champion face-off for tonight will be Reinart and Case of Chaos.
Which has not happened in a really long time.
Certainly not in the finals.
Yep. So, yeah, let's see how the spoon match goes, because I'm actually quite hyped for this.
Yeah, let's rock straight into it.
Yeah, let's go.
Here we go. Yeah, moving into the spoon match. Not sure which one of us is meant to introduce this one, but we'll just go for it and see what happens.
Let's do it together.
Just like the Asuka matchup, nobody knows what's going to happen.
So, I was kind of, well, I'm always rooting for Raidho not to have the spoon.
Always, yeah. Well, I mean, everybody's rooting for the underdog. Yeah. It's common practice to root for the underdog.
But in this case, I was actually like, I was more interested to see how this turns out, because Raidho's been doing really well recently, and also like
Cykamancer's been playing like shit. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No,
he's picked up a new character, so
no, but he also. It's not just that he picked up a new character, but he picked up the character and he played most of us. So it's literally the two people in the BGF that he hasn't really played.
That's very true. Yeah.
Are the ones that he's facing tonight, which is like, it's good to see because we haven't seen these matches
for sure. Well, as we know, Raidho living life the way he does, it affords very little free time to play Guilty Gear. So these improvements are basically on a weekly by playing ourselves every week.
Yeah.
So it's great to see that he's actually improving, considering his like practice is like, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours a week playing with the BGF.
Yeah. It would be nice if you could like find the time to do like just a couple of minutes every day, just to keep him awesome.
I mean, maybe he does. I don't know exactly what the man does with all his free time. I just know that he works a lot.
Oh no!
Oh damn!
That was not the right time.
Drops it, but continues the corner pressure.
Yeah, no giving up. Oh,
the grab going. Is that a button press? I see it certainly is. Super going to take the round for Cykamancer.
I wasn't quite sure because I wasn't paying attention to the health, so I was like, oh, it could go either way because they both took damage.
Just like with every new character that comes out, even though I've seen the super and I've seen how much damage it can do, I'm still not sure how much damage it's going to do.
Yeah. And also, it's like you know, like when you know your own damage, generally like how much it does on a character. Like if Asuka has the shield, like you have to like
reassess,
divide it by 2 pretty much.
Yeah, like reassess your damage.
Like even like a roll buster on like a shielded Asuka does almost nothing.
The height on that, I'm fairly sure there could have been a conversion there.
Oh,
it's burst.
The
gravity. Why are the cubes going up the way?
Those stuff can be really confusing.
It most certainly can.
When he throws out the one that speeds things up, you kind of have this idea that okay, I know exactly how fast this cube is gonna come at me, and then all of a sudden it just like almost teleports in your face. It's like, oh shit, okay. Putting Raidho back in the corner with the person,
They managed to change places. Raidho going full. Oh, it doesn't quite work.
But it takes up the mana though.
I think it's supposed to wait until the second explosion had hit. I think. Yeah.
I think that's why you messed up. Because then it removes the sword, therefore it never happens. So that depends on the creature.
Regardless, Raidho managed to squeeze out a round win.
Yeah. Yeah, because that Cavadas just removed the mana shield, so he could actually remove the damage with regular attacks and stuff. Okay. I'm trying to look at Cykamancer as he's like changing decks and stuff and drawing cards, because when the game is going on, I don't really have the time to pay attention to what he's doing. Yeah. Because I'm usually just looking at his meter and see what he has. I'm not looking at how he's getting those things.
Yeah.
So now I'm actually looking at the character animations and see what they look like.
Oh no, I literally can't look at his bars. My brain will just freeze, and I won't really know what I'm looking at. Coming in with the super is going to be decent damage. Sorry, not quite as big damage as I thought it was going to be. Raidho taking absolutely no shit, but he is taking a burst in the face.
That would have been
juggles.
Oh, there we go. Throw the sword. Yep, there we go.
Pretty safe run up kick option, one rounds faster and deadlier buttons. It's basically the same as Faust's 5k.
I mean,
it's just ram shaped instead of Faust shaped, you know. It's the same kind of move, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's just this kind of like long straight kick poke thing, you know.
It kind of moves you forward as well.
Yeah, well if you do it like out of a dash, yeah, sure.
Oh.
I do like Asuka's grab. I think it's very cool.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Climax and KO.
Oh, that too. I was drawn on more like early Bleach stuff.
Oh yeah, that
you know, like that. I was feeling that.
What's his name? Quincy.
Yeah.
I think that was too early.
Most certainly, we're going to see a shield coming out there. And a teleport forward cube to the face, nice.
That is the most like wizard thing you can do.
I was going to say that's the most Shadow Wizard money gang thing you can do.
Oh yeah, this is the first time you mentioned
It's like just short of like Gil appearing in your cell at night.
It's the most like oh my emotion day.
Yeah. You know, I'm fairly sure Asuka got his powers through NFT. I think it's his fault that Ken's a crypto bro now. No, it's not a crypto bro. His company was just ruined by NFTs. Nice! There we go. Morph toe, bath toe through the wall and for the kill as well. These combos starting to look more and more like, I don't want to say optimal, but just like the right combos, you know. Like here's what you should be doing as Ram in these situations, you know. Not that I have the slightest inkling of what that is. Oh hell yeah.
I'm not sure what you can get from Dauro, because it's just like, it happens and then it's minus as fuck, so it's like...
If they're in the air, they bounce super high.
Okay.
And you can get shells of it at that point, but apart from that, I have no idea. Okay. Or at least I think you can. Ram players feel free to correct. I don't know how Ram plays, because I am just small, pea-brained real player. regardless, Cykamancer going 2-1 up against Raidho. Starting to look a bit more kind of confident with the matchup, but at the same time, Raidho's not letting up. He's coming in with full aggression. Yeah, I think he's like becoming more confident to the point where like corner pressure no longer scares him. When his opponent is down, he no longer runs away.
Yeah, he starts to understand how the game works.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see those cards.
I was going to say parts and down for both players. The reshuffle.
For the most part, I know what the spells mean. So if I see the cards, I'm going to know what the spell is.
Okay.
For the most part, like not all of the time, but there are some spells I'm not quite sure about. But the most common ones I know. So it's like seeing Cykamancer having those, I know exactly what to expect.
He's got some sort of ridiculous mana regen. Where is his mana regen coming from?
I think it's one of the spells. If you throw it out, it just starts refilling the mana.
That's pretty good. It stopped now, but that was...
Yeah, I think that's a rare card.
Basically, like, stopped that whole... He stopped the whole onslaught, but... made him take a lot less damage.
Yep. It also keeps the shield on, which is good.
For sure. Okay, nice. Oh, coming in. Is that the JD?
Oh, nice.
The weird scratching thing?
What, the circular one?
Yeah.
The mini Osanson I like to think. I think that's the JD.
Yeah, kinda. Again, just like great mileage out of just slash, heavy slash. The Raidho's starting to get a really good idea of how long his buttons are.
Yeah.
As you know yourself. Ram has some absolutely massive buttons. The punch, punch, punch combo. Love to see it. Cykamancer is spending the rest of his health to get some mana. Okay, we're doing super PRC from Raidho. And Cykamancer feeling that cost. Spent the last of his HP for just a little bit of mana and ended up losing the game to Raidho. But I mean, as Cykamancer said himself, if he's not at 1 HP, then what's the point? If he's not sacrificing, living on a razor's edge, rolling dice just to get up in the morning, then it's just not worth it.
I think where he did this, that's when he said, okay, so you cannot kill yourself with that move.
Oh, right, okay, I missed that.
Because I think he just learned that if he does that, it still goes off and everything happens, but you cannot die from it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good because it means that you stay on 1 health, but you still get all the benefits.
Well, I think it's like you can sacrifice your health or mana to like do something.
Yeah, you sacrifice some of your health, which gains
or your tension, sorry, to gain. Yeah, you can either use tension or health to gain mana. That's what it is. I'm like, mana is tension, right? No.
I mean, to be fair, with a character like this, like tension is secondary because you're really just using your mana.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, tension is for like capitalizing with big damage supers, or like, yeah, that's definitely right. Or using the other super, which I have no idea what that really does.
So one of the supers refills your cards.
Right.
And then as it's going off, you can actually you can quickly select if you don't like any of the cards, you can draw a new one in its place.
Oh right, okay.
So that's
you effectively get to choose your cards. Yo, Raidho coming in with a full wall break combo into the lasers, which I don't know what they're called. Regardless, sick.
So that super is basically the equivalent of a mulligan.
Yeah.
And the other one is just a big Shadow Wizard money ball.
Shadow Wizard money ball, you know. You gotta look right into this one. You gotta look right into the ball if you want to get your Shadow Wizard.
That's a big damage. Well, the Ram has almost no guts.
Yeah, and it was pretty unscaled as well. Okay, so that's our ball PRC. What we got? We got Rekka. Okay, to get VP. We pressing! Raidho, why you pressing? Cykamancer going 3-2 up, which is not too surprising, but I feel like we saw a lot more out of Raidho than we originally bargained for. Certainly a lot of wall breaks, a lot of like good pressure situations. just keeping the pressure up. As I said earlier, being like more confident and able to just like get the situation down and go, yeah, I'm going in. And how are you going to do that? How are you going to stop me?
I mean, this is probably the highest number of games he has ever won in a rollback.
For sure, yeah. I mean,
So
he took a game against me as well, did he not? Oh
no,
I had 3.
no, that was
3. Sorry.
But yeah, in this matchup it was pretty.
He took rounds off me though, for sure, and I definitely felt like I had a harder time playing against him this week.
Yeah.
But Raidho has also admitted that he struggles more with the Leo matchup than any other matchup.
Okay.
Before, and I mean, I can understand that for like a new player, Leo has a lot. I don't want to say a lot more tools than everyone else because it's not true, but I feel like it's easier for him to do some like ridiculous shit and ultimately like confuse newer players.
Yeah, it's the mix, man.
It's just a lot easier for Leo to do it.
Yeah, it's just back turn, and then you need to get prepared for other stuff, and then you can cancel the back turn, so you need to be ready for that. Run through all that stuff. Yes.
Yeah. There's like a lot of things that are kind of unique to Leo as well. It's like you got to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
The blitz slags, the run throughs, where does it all end? But regardless, Raidho will still keep the spoon this week.
Unfortunately.
Not through want of trying. Cykamancer so close to being our spoon holder, maybe next week. We'll see what happens. Well, not next week, maybe in a month's time. Because that's the next time we'll be back. But for now, let's not think of next month. Let's think of the finals. Case of Chaos and Reinart going head to head for the first time. It must be a good couple of months.
Oh, definitely. Like more than a couple of months.
Grand finals. Every space of time is just a couple months to me, man. it's the amount of time my brain can store. Okay, anything before a couple months doesn't exist to me. Anything after a couple months in front also does not exist to me.
Nice. Well, in that case, let's see how this couple of months turn out.
Well, Case of Chaos going up against Reinart. Let's rock.
Let's walk. There we go. So, Case of Chaos against Reinart. The match we have not seen in a long ass time.
Even just like in bracket and stuff, it's very few and far between that these guys actually play off against each other. I know Case of Chaos absolutely laments the Potemkin matchup. I don't think he really likes it. And I mean,
well,
Reinart is a good player, but I feel like over and above everyone else, he's got a really good idea of like the Leo matchup and especially how Pot should be tackling that matchup as well. So,
well, I think the biggest thing in Reinart's favor is that he plays nothing else but this in terms of fighting games.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
It's like every single time we go to a tournament, we might enter like several games. He only goes for gifts against Trash.
I mean, to be fair, like I'm exactly the same, but I play a lot of like anime fighting games. Oh, my boy plays fighters. My boy plays Dragon Ball fighters.
Yeah, well, when was the last time you guys actually played?
Oh, the last time it was good.
So
before Android 21 was announced for the game.
I don't know the time frame for that.
Quite a while ago. This has been at least a year.
So yeah, that kind of
I think like basically as soon as Guilty Gear started, so like how long's Guilty Gear been out for now? Like almost 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years, so it's been like 2 years and maybe a month. Say like a month before Guilty Gear came out, we like really stopped playing fighters.
Right, so ever since the BGF existed, he was basically playing this and nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the man plays like single player games and stuff, but in terms of fighting, it's only fighting he plays.
Yeah, but that means that he's very proficient in this game and he's basically free in every other.
I mean, that's not entirely true. He's played like a bit of Killer Instinct, and he played a little bit of, not Plasma, the other one, Melty Blood. No, Under Ember.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he was doing pretty well.
Blink and you'll miss it. Reinart going up one game against Case of Chaos. I'm sorry, guys, I got lost in the chatter. I got lost in representing my boy Reinart. I mean, everybody, it's the VGF, everybody's my boy, but... Okay, that was... I'm not sure how that stanky 6H managed to like get for that projectile, but I guess in Reinart's scenario we take those. You can see it, Case of Chaos hesitant to run through because he knows that Reinart is just ready for that. Irks me because he hit with the 2D and it's like, yeah, I want to capitalise, I want to do big damage to RCs, but that kind of dropped. I didn't really get much from it, and like in my head as a Leo player, I'm like, bro, you just hit the 2D. Get your fucking run through, okay? But he don't take it. He spends the bar. He goes for the case of chaos. Nice FD, though, keeping himself alive. Good jump as well.
Final jumps.
We're still rooting for you 5p. Yeah, that's gonna beat the.
We're rooting for you 5p. Go 5p.
We love you 5p. Yeah, Kiss Scales, do 5p more. No, not 6p. 5p. No.
I think you can tell that at this point
Yeah,
his mental is like in the gutter.
Yeah.
Because when he's doing like teabagging or like spamming the same move, that's usually just like Keisuke is giving up mentally.
Yeah.
But that's like I think the time I really started to suffer against Potemkin is when the Hammerfall got buffed.
Oh, nice fire. No conversion, just waits for the reset and goes over
Good
it.
enough wall damage to break it. Jumps back.
Okay, we'll take that, we'll take the counter hit heavy. The first run through he tries gets grabbed. I'm telling you, it's impossible. He's always ready.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, there's a Reinart that knows how to react on this space to the grab it. Okay, game 2 to Reinart. Case of Chaos better pull something out. Oh, like a super
nice choice of words.
Going for the run through. He's gonna pull like a rabbit out of the hat or a new card out of the bag or something.
That's the instant association.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Same goes for
Okay,
Keisuke.
big combos, 6H, massive life lead for Reinhardt. Glossy forward, we go in close slash. My boy Keisuke Chaos pressing.
I think he expected the bust here. As so did I.
Yeah, I could have done a jump. Nah, it was a counter hit. My boy's pressing. Don't know what he's pressing. He's pressed something.
Yes, the run up and grab, which works against Rhino, surprisingly so.
Nice cancel, backdash. Slide hit as well. Oh, missed space, no buster. Goes for
that was
super to try and punish the 5. Okay. Oh, Kara back. Where are we going? God damn!
Whoa, look at that damage.
That's some huge damage.
All from a counter in the corner.
Yep. Counter hit, full slash.
I think yeah.
It's pretty good. It's one of those very specific situations that nets you an absolute shit ton of damage. With the flick as well. Gonna take that final round and absolutely destroy Case of Chaos.
God, he made it to the final, but he didn't make it to the belt, which is a shame because Case of Chaos has not been champion in a really long time.
Very true and unfortunate. I mean, I know he's a very patient player, but I keep wanting to say like not necessarily patience, but maybe like persistence. You know.
Okay.
It's not like it was going terribly, and then about halfway through game 2, his mental fell to absolute hell, and then it started to go to all hell. You know what I mean? I think it was like looking at the situations, looking at what's working and what's not working, and going like the pressure where he's like 2k grab or like 2k 6k and stuff like that. Stuff is all working. It's all keeping Reinhardt at bay and in neutral and stuff. Yeah, sure, it's not like getting him any damage and stuff, but it's looking at that and trying to capitalize on that as much as possible, I think, for Case of Chaos.
I think what also like gets into the mental stack is that it's the finals, so now all of a sudden like there's stakes.
Yeah.
And then he goes like, oh no, if I win this I actually get the belt, and I really want the belt because I'm so close. And then, you know, when he starts like losing the edge, then all of a sudden, you know,
he's so close,
it's so close, man. There's a meme for that's an inside joke that the audience would not understand, but that's fine. So yeah, so that concludes the last bracket for a month.
For a whole month, so make it last. Watch 5 minutes a day for the next month. So
I mean, if they got this far, they already watched it. So
God damn it, you didn't heed my advice.
So yeah, so like once again, so Reinart is the new champion again
Yep.
for the first time in a long time.
For sure, yeah.
And this means that he's going to hold this title for like at least a month because
Yeah, he's going to hold it for at least 4 weeks, but it's not going to count towards any kind of streak or any kind of BGF Beast titles.
Oh yeah, the streak only counts if there's a
you
rollback.
actually win the belt that week. Yeah, if you actually win the gauntlet, win the bracket, maintain, retain, however you want to phrase it.
So we're going to be missing at least on YouTube.
I was going to say we're still going to be active on other socials, like our Twitch, for example, BGF_FGC. If you want to catch us there, shameless self-plugging.
That's not Twitch, it's Twitter.
Did I say Twitch? It's a Twitter, boys, not a Twitch. We don't have a Twitch yet.
Yeah. So Twitter's going to be active because we're probably going to be posting stuff.
We'll update you guys on what we're doing and how we're doing.
Yeah, but in terms of like rollback footage, we're not going to get anything out until August. And once August comes, sorry, not August. I'm talking shit. July,
yes.
Yeah.
That's the next month.
And so up until that point, we're just going to be grinding Street Fighter 6.
Yep.
And when we come back, we're going to have some more Get-Together stuff for you, and potentially the next pay-per-view like later that month. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, that'll all be going up on our Twitter. We'll see what's going on there, and if you're local, if you're around Edinburgh, we'll be there every Monday of next month competing in Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah, so
I think that's at the Golf Tavern.
It's the Golf Tavern.
It's the Golf Tavern.
It's always the Golf Tavern.
It's always the Golf Tavern, brothers.
So yeah, if you have the time, you have the free time on a Monday night, pop down, beat our asses because we suck.
I don't.
Well, he doesn't. I do.
Oh yeah.
Because I have not touched the game yet as of the time of this recording, and I still have about 2 hours until it comes out. So, yay!
Yay!
But yeah, this is the BGS signing out for a month. So,
hell yeah!
If you have anything else to add.
Nah, just a massive thank you for anyone that has stuck with us so far, that has continued watching, following, supporting, all that jazz, and more importantly, when we see you at events and you recognise us, it fills us with such supreme joy.
Yes.
It's so beautiful, man.
It's nice to be recognised.
Hell yeah. But yeah, apart from that, we'll see you online in Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Goodbye and...
good watching!
No
No cucking this week.